Hi, I'm Raj Kumar, President and Editor-in-Chief of DevX, here with Neal Keny-Guyer, CEO of Mercy Corps, visiting us from Portland, where you're based, and here for the chaotic, crazy, frenetic week here in New York City.
Crazy week, right?
Crazy week. How's it going for you? Why are you here this week? What's your message for Mercy Corps?
Well, first of all, I'm delighted to be interviewed on DevX. I've wanted to do this for a long time, so thank you.
Well, thank you.
Love your work. We're here because this is where the world comes for this week. You have the UN General Assembly, the Clinton Global Initiative, a lot of big issues out there from a humanitarian standpoint. Obviously, Syria is top of the agenda for our work, but in addition to that, we all want to promote innovation and good development as well. So it's a great opportunity to connect with such a wide range of people, see old friends, but also get some real work done.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about Syria for a second. I know you work in that region a lot. What are you seeing from your people who are on the ground? What's the situation, and where do you want things to go at this point, expect things to go at this point?
Well, where we want things to go and where we expect things to go may be two different things. Of course, we all want to see some agreement because that's the only way you'll get humanitarian relief. Humanitarian organizations can save lives, provide some comfort, help ease the misery, but obviously we can't provide the answer. What we're seeing is this may be, if not already, the most complex humanitarian crisis in our times. If you take the DRC, just from a numbers standpoint, you may have had more human suffering, but when you add together the politics, the security, and the lack of any end in sight in Syria, it's staggering.
I know.
Just in the last 2 weeks, we had the millionth child as a refugee. You've got 6.5 to 7 million people directly impacted.
Yeah.
1 million people in Jordan, 1 million people in Lebanon, more in Iraq, more in Turkey. The scale and scope is just enormous. So we're quite worried about where things are heading.
Let's switch gears for a second, because that makes me think a lot about the future of big NGOs like your own. I mean, we have so many crises like these around the world. It really puts in stark relief how important it is to have an organization like Mercy Corps out there. Here at CGI, they're talking about new kinds of partnerships with the private sector. Where do you see the future of NGOs heading? Somebody who runs an important one. What does this new era mean for you and Mercy Corps?
Well, I think you're right. I think it's actually, there's finally the international relief and development community is having its disruptive moment. We've seen so many industries disrupted. And I do think, our future is really in that holy grail of partnerships, not just with governments, with the private sector, and with innovation. A lot of these new groups that are bringing fresh ideas, fresh energy, that sort of trend from social entrepreneurship to innovation to enterprise. And I think organizations like Mercy Corps for us, we're going to become more global. We're going to become more market-oriented, stronger partnerships with the private sector, what's called shared value. And for us, we're going to be pushing innovation in greater ways than we already do. We think that is critical for our future.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. What we're hearing from a lot of executives like you is that you've got to bring innovation into the nonprofit enterprise. Think about it the way you might think of a Silicon Valley startup, right? Not the old culture, but a whole new era that we're in. So very exciting to hear what Mercy Corps is doing. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us. Good luck here at the rest of CGI.
Hey, thank you very much, Roz. I'm delighted. Thanks a lot. All the best.